こんにちは、洋芸発生です。トライアルグルストラテジーの第10話をですね、今回はやっていきたいと思います。英語オタクなんで、英語ボイス、日本語字幕でやっていきます。洋画っぽくお楽しみいただければと思います。初めての方にもですね、なるべくわかりやすくですね、やっていこうと思いますので、よろしくお願いします。
Camcel, one of the Saintly Seven, informs them that charges cannot be brought without hard evidence of Sorslay's misdeeds.
第10話前編疑惑の影にですね。
I see the salt matter is being addressed.
Exactly as you predicted, no less. I never expected House Wolford to so much as entertain the idea.
前回の話を読んでたんですかね。エグサム。
Which is also what makes them so easy to manage.
What are you scheming now?
Scheming? You make it sound so scandalous. All I do for our beloved Hyzant.
Do not play the fool. I know Minister Edor has taken notice of you. You would do well not to let it go to your head. I certainly cannot bring myself to admire the man.
Oh, why ever not?
'Tis not worth going into detail. Suffice to say, I would not mourn him should some grave impropriety come to light.
Then, for now, let us gleefully await the Wolfort's next move.
前回はソルスレイっていう方のですね、使用の不正を暴こうとしたんですけども、証拠が足りなかったっていう話だったんですよね。さあ、相和がありますね。相和。アンナの相和ですか。すでに仲間になってるキャラクターなんですけどね。
Looking worse for wear, Anna. Long scouting missions sure ain't easy.
Easy or not, I do what duty demands. Do you need something?
No. Just reckon Benedict must be relieved you're back safe and sound.
ダブルアクションができる、使えるキャラクターなんですよね。
Of course. After all, he treats you like his own daughter. Don't know any parent what wouldn't worry over their child. And he's got extra cause to fret, with all the dangerous work he gives you.
Oh? It never crossed my mind. Benedict trusts me. That's all I've ever needed.
That's so.
Do all parents by blood show concern for their children?
クールですね。
Wondering about yours, are you?
That's none of your concern.
I still remember how you insisted on being a scout, soon as you were old enough. You wouldn't say why, but any fool could guess it was to find out more regarding your parents.
両
This
親がい
works
ない
well
の
suited to
か。
that sort of thing.
Yet Benedict refused me.
And he was wise to do so. It ain't a job for an amateur. Guess he hadn't anticipated you trained under Archibald.
I earned his respect when he saw what I could do.
アーチボルトっていうのは
The means
弓
don't
の
matter.
使い手の人です
Only the
ね。
results.
最近仲間になりました。ベネディクト。
I have grave news, sir. The enemy has captured one of our scouts. I know our soldiers aren't broken easily, but given enough time in the enemy's hands...
And here we are, severely short-handed. I shall call a war council, so our approach may be reconsidered.
おう、アンナ。ここにいましたか。アンナはベネディクトの忠実な部下なんですよね。
The scout has been rescued and returned safely home.
おう
Already? That was far sooner than I anticipated.
I hope my actions were not out of line.
No, no. Well done, Anna. I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nor are you.
今クラスチェンジしてアサシンになってるんですよね。
Can't thank you enough for leaping to my scout's rescue. While Benedict was still pondering what to do. I'd pay good coin just to see that look on his face again. So, think you'll find your parents? Not trying to dissuade you from looking, mind. I'm only being nosy.
Dissuade? Is there something you've not told me?
What would I know that you don't?
何か知ってるのか
Just take care you
両親の
don't
こと
end up regretting it.
I'm this close. I can feel it.
なかなかクールな女性のようですね。で、この既存のキャラクターの会話で何が得られるんですか？終わり？仲間の情報が得られるってだけですかね。サンドバレーのオーデサーブーのストーリーがあるみたいです。
Well, if it isn't tenebrous, gloomy
不
as
正
ever,
を
I
してた人で
see.
すね。
Minister
エ
Sorsley,
ニグマ。
I see you are in high spirits.
うん。
And why shouldn't I be? House Wolford is ferrying my salt as we speak. An illustrious house from the Salt Iron War trying to win my favor. It's laughable. But can they succeed, being as ignorant to the circumstances as they are? If they fail, I simply lay the blame upon them and see their house duly punished. I shall gain merit in place of money. I did not take you for an optimist. Or have you forgotten of Exham and Camsel's suspicions? You speak as if it were my problem alone, my dear Tenebrous.
この人も裏の仕事をしている。
It is because we are tarred with the same brush that I have come to warn you. Your dealings of late have grown, perhaps overly so. You would make an enemy of the other saints, should they notice. And would you too turn against me, Tenebrous? Most certainly not. Our fates are tied. Good. Now leave me. Pray, be careful, Minister. What need have I for caution? I have never failed, nor will I ever.
いつか戦う時が来るんですかね。まあ前回あたりが聖杯三度大峡谷のですね、動きもいろいろ分かってきましたね。メインストーリー行ってみましょう。聖杯三度大峡谷の首都にいるんですよね。
Sorsley may well come to end us once he hears of our allegations. There is no turning back now. We must move swiftly.
So how shall we proceed?
We must provide hard evidence, as Minister Camsell requested.
And I wish to be named Archduke of Esfrost. Does he understand what he asks of us? We have no leads.
Salt is a well-regulated commodity, and numbers do not lie. If this illicit trade exists, someone will have altered the ledgers.
Of course. We'll gather what information we can on Sorsley until the evidence we seek reveals itself.
帳簿出てきてましたね。 帳簿。
Agreed. We should split
前
up and
回の
search
話
for
で
clues.
帳簿出てきたんですよね。ローゼル族を働かせているところで。 RPG パートですね。あ、中に入れた。ピカピカ光ってるところはアイテムですね。誰かな。噂好きの夫人。別に情報を与えなくてもいいかな。こっちの方ですか？こっちの方をやってみますか。なんだろう。1000。いいですね。ここもピカピカ光ってますよ。上質な材木。これは直接できる表現はないので、なんとか入りたいんでしょうって言いたいんですね。いや、湖の方がこっちなんですかね。入れないと。書面が必要。ライラ。これなんか最初の方に出てきたんですよね。日記を、日記見つけたら読んでくれて構わないか。さっきなんか女性の日記っていうのがありましたからね。確かに利点があります。これかな。国の大政はそれぞれの歴史と民の選択の結晶だ。軽々しく優劣をつけるべきじゃない。根本から間違っていますねって言われちゃいましたね。結構お金が落ちてますね。噂が好きな女性っていうのはこの人のことですかね。深夜に消える貨物船、があると。これはクラルス。悪そうな顔してます。塩の不正が、その証拠みたいなのがあればいいと。これだな。ライラの、読んでくれて構わないっていう。賄賂を配ってる。賄賂を配っていたソルスレイ。このロックは外れないっすね。エンデ家の詰所。夜になったらあそこを訪ねればいいんですか。夜っ っていうのは切り替えができないと思うんですけどね。ここかな？あれ、じゃあだいたい見終わった感じですかね。だいたい見終わったかなと思いますので、じゃあ RPG パートはこのぐらいにしときますか。昼と夜の切り替えなんてできないですからね。あら？エグスアメの症状をかけると。あの人のロックは外れなかったな、クラルス。ね、どうしても、外れないんで、仕方ないっすね。じゃあ、終わりにしましょう。
What news? Have you learned anything?
Sorsley is shrewd. He'll not reveal his true colors so easily.
Nothing can remain hidden indefinitely. A thorough review of the testimony shall show us the truth.
Benedict is right. Let us review what we know to be true.
Lord Serenoa, what does the evidence at hand suggest? Let us begin with Sorsley himself. What is his crime?
不正な塩取引をしていたグリンブル広告で賄賂。賄賂を配ってたって情報があったんで。
He bribed nobles right under our noses in Glenbrook.
How could I have been so blind to his dealings in the upper echelons of my own kingdom?
Though we know this to be true, I doubt we'll build a worthy case now that Esfrost rules the Crown City.
If we cannot secure the help of the remaining saints, we've no choice but to present our case directly to the Hierophant. Doing so will require incontrovertible proof of Sorsley's improprieties.
ロックが外れないんですよね。確実な証拠ない。
Incontrovertible proof that we lack, unfortunately.
Then we must prepare to face charges of false accusation.
Now then, let us focus on where we might find the evidence we need.
不正があるところはエンデ家の詰め所だって、聞きましたね。
By which you mean Sorsley's encampment?
Precisely. Not the one at the Citadel of the Sands, so far from the source. Right here, in the capital.
I know its location.
Might the bribe Sorsley plied Glenbrook's nobles with be connected to his illicit dealings?
The trouble remains that we've got no proof of anything.
End's encampment is our primary target, then. But it's too dangerous to get near, let alone inside.
Despite our best efforts, I'm afraid we haven't evidence enough to confront him over his crimes.
And Sorsley will find us out soon enough, if he hasn't already.
Time is of the essence, then. What is our next move?
Though we lack proof, we'd best raise the issue with Camcel once more.
あれ、なんかちょっと情報が足りなかったですかね。もうちょっとなんかどこかにあったのかな。何か探れる情報が。では第10話の続きやっていきましょう。
Serenoa and his retinue know House End is involved in the illicit salt trade, yet fail to secure any solid evidence to back up their claims. Their position growing tenuous, House Wolffort makes a reckless bid to persuade Camcel, Minister of Domestic Affairs, to levy charges.
周辺。
Minister Camsell will join our cause, won't he?
It's hard to be sure, but we must press our case and have faith. That is all that is in our power to do.
What?
You! Are you House End's dogs?
A messenger, my lord, from the palace. I seek Lord Serenoa Wolfort.
You have found him.
Lord Wolfort, you have been accused of coercing Minister Sorsley End unto unlawful acts. Your presence is required at the palace so the Holy One may question you.
House End is the guilty party, not Serenoa.
If you've testimony to give, you are welcome to stand witness at the trial.
My lord, this may be a good opportunity to bring our case directly to the Hierophant and the other powerful entities of Hyzant.
チャンスなのか、でも決定的な証拠がないとか。
I expect the Saintly Seven are not of one mind on this matter. If you can persuade some of the ministers to side with us, Sorsley will have nowhere to run.
Perhaps. Or you could end up the one with his head on the chopping block, Serenoa.
Even so, we cannot make an enemy of Hyzant, else we truly will be alone. I must stand trial, plead my case to the Holy One and the Saintly Seven, and hope that they believe me.
はい。エスフロスト公国とも戦争してますからね。聖範囲参道大峡谷まで敵に回したら、まずいぞと。市街地。サブストーリーの方を先に見ておきましょ
う。You've been summoned to the palace, Minister Camsell. The Holy One is to hear the accusations against Minister End and question House Wolfort.
Very well. So, Sorsley has made the first move. Serenoa must not have been able to secure evidence against him after all. But order cannot truly be restored simply by sentencing House Wolfort. I must make of this opportunity what I can.
なんかこの人、味方になってくれそうな感じがするんですけどね。
So there is to be a trial. I see.
The Holy One requires the presence of the Saintly Seven immediately.
And here I thought you nearly had him, Wolfort. Did I overestimate you? No matter. There is more than one way to trap a greedy boar.
貪欲な豚っていうのはソルスレイのことだと思うんですけどね。
Who will be best put to the task?
はい。そうするとメインストーリー。審問が行われるんですかね。謁見の間。お、偉い人。
The inquiry of House Wolfort, stood accused by Minister Sorsley End, will hereby commence. We of the Saintly Seven will preside over this trial. Serenoa Wolfort, you stand before the Holy One. Do you swear by the goddess to speak the truth?
I swear.
Minister Exham Marshal, you may begin the proceedings.
We know Minister Sorsley quite well, having worked with him for these long years. But we know comparatively little of you, Lord Serenoa. Therefore, we must first determine whether you are worthy of our trust. Surely you have not forgotten his position among the Saintly Seven of the Holy State of Hyzant.
私政治の立場？これかな？書面にて申し入れた通りです。
I have written it all down as tradition requires.
Yes, I have read through your report. It is a sign of sincerity that you would proceed according to our customs. Indeed, I can confirm you are a man of honor and integrity.
うまくやった感じ。
Once all presiding over the trial have had a chance to express their opinions over your report, we shall pass our judgment. I have nothing further to ask.
Next, Minister Kamsel Farrant will make his
カンセ
inquiries.
ル。さっきの人。
You must understand the difficult position you have put us in, sauntering into our home to denounce one of our own. We are a welcoming people, and so must be wary of those who seek to take advantage of our open hearts. If a stranger came to you with unfounded accusations against one of your people, I doubt you would take him at his word. Have you any proof of the foul deeds you claim have taken place in our land?
このね、確かな証拠っていう話なんですけどね。まあ、見つかってないよりは、塩を運んでいたって。
I've heard of a cargo vessel disappearing from the port in the middle of the night. It's possible it was carrying unlawful salt.
You present as your evidence another rumor, and one from an anonymous source at that. Is it customary where you are from to condemn a man based on gossip alone? I think not. I have nothing more to ask.
おう、うまくいかなかった。
Minister Tenebrous, if you would.
It isn't strange that lay people would fail to grasp the goddess's infinite wisdom. We seven, however, do understand her will. For most, our teachings are the only way they know how to live according to her plan. It is moot to judge Sorsley, one of the seven, based on evidence brought against him by a layperson, no matter what that evidence may be. Unless you have testimony from one who understands the goddess's will, there is simply nothing we can do.
賄賂を配っているのを見た者がいる。これにするしかなさそうですね。
Sorsley met in secret with powerful Glenbrook officials and bribed them. Minister Lila's secretary can attest to this.
Oh? A secretary to one of the
さっ
saintly
きの
seven,
町で
you
見つ
say?
けたんですよね。
My secretary's word is as good as my own. None is more devoted to the goddess than he. If any can grasp her will, he can.
I see. Well, I cannot argue against that. I've no further questions.
Minister Lila Viscraft, ask your questions.
It is plain to me that Sorsley has indeed engaged in misconduct, namely bribery. Yet while I do not doubt he bribed an official of Glenbrook, what the bribe was for remains unclear. Perhaps you can shine some light on the matter, Lord Serenoa?
どういう目的で、賄賂を配っていたか。潮の口止め。まあ、これにしときますか。貨物船の口止め。
The ship that disappeared in the night must have been carrying unlawful salt. He'd have wanted to keep that quiet.
Yet rumor of such a ship has reached even my ears. Would it not be an utter waste of coin to buy a single person's silence when so many have already heard the gossip? I have no more questions.
うまくいかなかったかな？
I, Idor Delmira, will ask one final round of questions. I cannot deny, Lord Serenoa, that Sorsley can be foolish.
愚か。
But he is also dedicated to the goddess, and he has worked much good as one of the seven. Though he is not faultless by any means, I believe the goddess yet favors him. If we are to pass judgment on such a man, we must prove his guilt to the goddess herself. So let me ask you this, Serenoa Wolford. Where exactly are we to find such evidence against Sorsley and...
全然ないんじゃないの？これにしますか。エンデ家の詰め所になんかあるってね。言ってましたもんね。
Ah, yes. The goddess would not be able to see into a place so stripped of faith. Perhaps we would be remiss not to search the encampment on her behalf. My questions are done. Now we will confer with one another.
どうなる？
The Holy One will pass judgment after hearing our opinions.
敵に回しちゃうのか？聖杯賛同大峡谷。
Saranora Wolford, the Holy One has passed judgment. House Wolford is found to have spoken
真
true.
実と認められた。
Therefore, we find House Wolford innocent and declare Sorsley End
お
a
お、やっ
traitor.
た。やった。
What?
Calm yourself. It seems the goddess has mercy yet to give you.
Praise her, and praise her wisdom. What mercy has she for me?
You will stand in combat against House
何？
Wolford. Whomsoever emerges the victor will be
戦えと。
cleansed of their sins.
戦えと。ソルスレイト。
But your sins are indeed heavy,
何
Sorsley.
何？
Therefore, we
何
give
を
this
授けられ
to
る？
House Wolford.
ノクバのゴフ？ゴフ？うん。アイテムですか？いや、でも、ソルスレイと戦うんだったら、面白い感じじゃないですか？そのノクバのゴフなんですけど、アクセサリーのところに入ってましたね。ノックバックしなくなる。まあ、なかなかいいっすね。そうすると、前線で戦う人につけておきたいところなんですけど、前線で戦っている人には結構アクセサリーついてるので、ノックバックしなくなるの結構いいっすね。防御力結構あるベネディクトが前に出やすいのかな。ここに、つけておきますか。なかなかいいんじゃないですか。さあ、そうすると、決闘審問所、行ってみましょう。バトルですね。ソルスレイとバトルになります。上から見てますね。
It will be as the Hierophant has decreed. House End and House Wolford will battle until the other falls. May the goddess of salt bestow her eternal mercy upon the victor.
このステ
Am
ー
I
ジ
hearing
狭。
this right? So guilty criminals get to walk free if they win?
周りはなんだあれ
We've
は。
no choice
トゲ？
but to do as they say. It is
黒
what
い
the
のは
goddess
トゲですか
teaches.
ね。
And likely the outcome agreed upon by those who view Sorsley as a threat.
Whatever the case may be, we must fight, and we must win.
They are united in their desire to destroy me. And it is your fault. You will pay for this, Wolford.
これは、ひょっとして、周りのステージ、なるほど。こう、台座が上がってて、で、台座から落ちたら、昔ダメージを受けるっていうのは、ありましたね。ってことは、そうだな。今回は、まあ、集団になるから魔法兵はいた方がよくって、で、ベネディクト、ヒューエットじゃなくって、エラドールで行ってみましょう。で、しんがりのマントって何でしたっけね。背後から受けるダメージが、少なくなるのを エラドールにつけましょう。つけておきましょう。
To battle with pleasure.
しんがりのマント。前に出やすいキャラクターで、っていうことですね。じゃあ、行ってみましょうか。敵を殲滅させれば勝ちですね。まあ、ステージ広くないから早めに決着がつきそうですけどね。
You seek my demise, do you? I, whose oversight of the source brought prosperity to this land?
Do not twist the truth to obfuscate your crimes.
It seems you've forgotten the goddess's will. Allow me to remind you.
Be on your guard, my lord. Desperate opponents are deadly, for they fight with reckless abandon.
Come then. Let us settle this in honest combat.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
ちょっと端にいるとシールド兵からノックバックを受ける可能性があるんで、落とされると結構なダメージだろうなと思いますから、真ん中のあたりで、例えば固まっておく。
A brief respite.
Thank you.
はい。そうするとアンナも真ん中のあたりに固まってステルス使っておきましょうか。あ、ダブルアクションか。行動終了。
Now then. I swear on House End of the Saintly Seven, I will win. I sleep.
スリーピーだが、眠ってしまいました。
For victory.
そうですね。攻撃したい。攻撃しよう。あ、そうだ。これひょっとして突破好きじゃなくて、ノックバックができるのがあるんですよね。魔法兵が嫌だから、魔法兵にノックバックしちゃいますか。はい。
Away with you.
おー、うまくいった。うまく。
Onward and upward.
お、新しいアビリティも覚えましたね。やっぱり下に落とすと、良さそうですね。あ、逆にちょっと落とされてしまいましたね。これやられました。あ、とどめも刺された。そうですね。ちょっとロランがやられたの痛いですね。やっぱり下に落ちちゃいけなかったんですね。どうしようかな。2マス先も相手まで攻撃できるから、これ。
Death from above.
ということは真ん中にやっぱり固まっといた方がいいかもしれませんね。
Cool heads shall prevail.
ダメージを受けているのはベネディクト。
Allow me.
I will remember this.
You won't beat me.
下に落ちてたのが死んだんですかね。 5マスノックバックができる技を持ってるんですよね。これなんてどうかな。体当たりで5マスノックバックさせる。これ。
Out of my way!
おーし。うまくいった。
I will end this.
できれば集中的に、3体ですね、攻撃しちゃいましょう。これ早めに決着つきそうですね。どうやらうまくいけばですよ。
Enjoy your freedom while it lasts. The moment I win, you will be cast into the source and left there to rot.
The Roselle have suffered too long under your cruelty. Mark me, Sorsley End. You will pay for what you have done.
潮の湖だとローゼル族が、虐げられて働かされてたんですよね。だからフレデリカさんは怒ってますね。ベネディクト起きましたね。じゃあそうすると、防御力を上げておきたいのは、前線に出る。でもジーラかな。ジーラが攻められやすいでしょうね。
Well done.
For the future of House Wolford.
I will end this.
攻撃しちゃいましょうね。誰が刺しやすいかな。これかな。アイアンダガー。あんまり効かないか。あれなんかよくわかんないけど、でもちょっとポイズンクローでやっておきますか。
This'll hurt.
あんまり効かないんだな、やっぱり。もう一回。じゃあこっちの方にもポイズンクロー。
Suffer.
いい感じです。
Now then.
挟まれてんだな。挟まれてる。
I'll cut you down. For the honor of House Wolford.
そうですね。じゃあ切り札を使って回復のをですね、アンナにしておきましょうか。
Thank you.
はい。で、攻撃するのは魔法兵っていうのも気になるんですけど、アラウンドソード。これで3体まとめて攻撃です。
I'll make this quick.
おう。
Back at you.
とどめがさせました。回復の魔法を打っておきましょうね。フレデリカです。
Allow me. I can keep fighting.
あの階段から登ってこれるんですね。じゃあここから攻撃するのはこれ。
Flames, heed my call. We will make our ideals reality.
I'll take you on.
さあ5マスノックバックができるの強いっすね。ここに動いて体当たり。
You're in the way.
おし、いいっすね。
I love the battlefield.
落とすの強いっすね。
I see a path to victory.
次に防御力を上げておきたいのはアンナですね。
Let us steel our defenses.
This is my turn.
はい。魔法兵がちょっと怖いかもしれないので2回攻撃。
For life. It's over.
はい。とどめさせました。
Now then.
セレノアか。 眠りましたね。やばい、挟まれている。耐えられるかな？ギリギリ。一旦引いておきましょう。でも敵の数は少ないんですよね。だったら、とどめを刺しちゃいますか。これで攻撃後に、ちょっと引けばいいですね。炎の書で攻撃したら勝てちゃうかもしれないけれど、次にジーラが回ってくるみたいなんで、この辺りで、一旦様子見ときましょう。
Shall we begin?
ジーラでセレノアを回復です。
My thanks.
My growth is plain to see.
I shall try my level best.
セレノアを、強化しておきましょう。
Much appreciated.
戻ってきましたね。そうだな。ここから、体当たりが使えない。だったら、普通に攻撃ですね。
Look at me learning.
Time to work.
いい感じです。で、もう一回、ポイズンクローで、攻撃していきましょう。毒を与えられたらラッキーですよ。効かなかったか。
How shall I destroy you?
戻ってきましたね。投げナイフ。よし。じゃあ、そうすると、ここで、6残ってしまうけれども、そうですね。じゃあここで、アラウンドソードで2体まとめて攻撃です。
At this rate,
あとちょっとでこれが倒せるんですよね。普通に倒せないか。はい。
Flames, heed my call.
I shall do what I can.
さあ、回復の魔法はフレデリカです。
Your wounds are healed.
You have my gratitude.
結構優勢じゃないですかね。
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
フレデリカの防御力を高めていきましょう。
Delightful.
相手は残り2体ですかね。
Time to work.
ポイズンクロー。
You won't escape.
毒を与えられました。
Come at me.
エラドールなんですけど、まあ別に相手を落とさなくてもいい気がするんですよね。普通に倒せるんじゃないかなと。
How shall I destroy you? Sleep.
あ、また寝ちゃいましたね。
I will end this.
これを拾って。
For the good of all.
Let me heal your wounds.
セレノアを回復していきましょう。
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
フレデリカ、
Let us
まあ、
steal our defenses.
念のためフレデリカを
I can do it.
防御力を上げておきます。
Time to work.
さあ、攻撃班はどんどん攻撃しましょうね。挟み撃ちすればよかったですね。こっちでどうかな。はい、OK です。よし、残りは、ソルスレイだけになりましたね。
Look to my shield!
It hurts. For the good of all.
Let me heal your wounds. Allow me.
まあ、四方から取り囲んじゃえば、
Let us pry out their
まあ、
weakness.
特に問題なく、勝てそうな気がするんですけどね。
All for victory.
Much appreciated.
Time to work.
アンナをここに行かせたかったので、ちょっと届かなかったですね。ちょっと届きませんでした。
How shall I destroy? Sleep now.
またスリービーだが、結構食らいますね。
Come at me!
じゃあ、エラドールで攻撃してみますか。
They're closing in. It will take more than this farce of a trial to destroy me. You will pay. You will all pay.
Cornered beasts are wont to lash out with surprising strength. Do not let your guard down just because you think Sorsley is beaten.
He may have nothing left to lose, but neither do we. We will not relent until this is over. Victory must be ours.
相手はソルスレイ一人だけなんですけども、
My turn.
まあ今回については、下に落ちてしまったロランをですね、ちょっともったいなかったなっていう感じですね。毒を与えられましたね。もう一回攻撃ができるんですね。
Suffer.
下に落とされちゃうと結構、苦しかったかなっていう感じですね。
Do not underestimate me.
お、引っかかって、
I will end this.
はい。
Here I come. Your luck has run out.
取り囲んでますからね。あとはどんどん攻撃してい
Cool
きましょう。
heads shall prevail.
Very well. My turn. For a better world.
There is no mercy on the battlefield.
今だにして、そうだな。今出すかなくていいや。
I'll take you on!
ほい。
Away! I love the battlefield.
Time to work.
はい、ポイズンクロー。
This'll hurt.
もう一発。
You won't escape.
No. This is not the end of me. I refuse to allow it.
やりましたね。前回とかよりも早めに決着がつきましたけども、さあ序盤でやられてしまったロランがちょっともったいなかったかなっていう感じですね。二等勲章があったかな。またクラスチェンジができますね。
Victory goes to House Wolfort. Give thanks to the goddess for bestowing upon you her grace. This concludes your trial. Well fought, all of you.
To think the truth had to be proved through a test of strength.
It was the Hierophant's decree. None in Hyzant raise objections.
Ain't nothing to be ashamed of, my lord. After all, losing the battle would have meant losing our heads.
I suppose you are right.
ロランがいなくなるとやっぱり攻撃力が落ちますね。これで第10話の、途中願わくはトイタマーナおしまいです。はい、そうすると第10話の後編ですね。行ってみましょう。
That same day, word spread throughout Hyzant of Sorsley End's demise, and that of House End along with him.
密告に対する褒美。第10話後編ですね。相和があります。ウォルホート領の詰め所。ジーラの話ですか？
Greetings. Were you training outside?
Not today. Even I stay away from the proving grounds on occasion. The members of the King's Guard must keep themselves in prime fighting shape. That includes resting when our bodies are weary.
A wise policy. The handmaidens of Esfrost adhere to a similar principle. With clear eyes, we see, we serve, we anticipate.
Interesting. Although our tools are different, we're alike in our aims.
Indeed. We must be the pillars our charges turn to in times of need. Even so, we are only human. If I may ask in confidence, do you ever find it trying to serve Prince Roland? Is he ever unreasonable? Have you ever found your patience tested?
No, never. It is an honor to serve, always. It is an odd question to ask, but I must confess I find it hard to imagine what it is like to serve in a society such as Esfrost's.
As do I, although I lived through it. It all feels as if it were so long ago.
You're
ジ
not one
ー
for
ラはもと
speaking
も
plain,
と
are you?
ハイサンドの出身の人だっ
But
た
I
はずなん
suspect
です
we
よ
may have
ね。
much in common.
それでエスン
I'm
ロスト
curious
公
to
国
hear
に
your
行っ
story,
て、
if you are willing to share
で
it.
フレデリカの従者になったっていうことを聞いたんですけどね。
Of course. I made a promise to myself long ago to effect change through my own deeds, not to live as a mere servant.
And what came of that promise?
Hailing from Hyzant, at first I endeavored to learn at the ministry, that I might use the knowledge gained there to help others. But they guard their secrets fiercely, and maintain strict control over what fields their students can pursue. As much as it pained me to leave my home, I could not suffer such stifling rules, and so set forth to Esfrost. I took quickly to learning at the archives, where independent study is encouraged. I spent days in the stacks, soaking up as much knowledge as I could, when one day...
You are the one called Gila,
Swallow.
yes?
Yes, my lord.
They tell me you're the most talented researcher the archives have ever seen.
フレデリカの
I couldn't
おじ
say
さんで
that,
す
my
ね。
lord. Though I do spend more time here than most anyone else.
Admirable modesty. And you aren't frightened of me. Most impressive. I believe we have a suitable role for you. Come with me. The Archduke would have a word.
The Archduke? But...
No harm will come to you, if that is your fear. Now, follow me.
Lord Svarog had arranged an audience with the former Archduke of Esfrost, who appointed me as Frederica's personal tutor. She was the former Archduke's daughter, so I took my duty seriously. Yet I could never shake the feeling that I had betrayed my ideals. Perhaps I justified it by telling myself that my teachings could plant the seed for change.
An indirect approach, but an active one nonetheless.
The chance was unexpected, to be sure, but I could not very well deny it. The Archduke's successor, Gustadov, was a man that paid no heed to birth or blood. He effected a change in people's attitudes, a change which provided fertile ground in which my teachings could take root. Thus, I stayed by Frederica's side. Truth be told, I had not thought to be with her for this long. And yet, here I am. Life is truly a journey of unforeseen destinations.
そうすると結構大陸を渡り歩いている感じですね。で、ジーラはフレデリカに仕えていて、ヒューエットはロラン王子に仕えている。お互い従者の身っていうことですね。次のサブストーリーです。ソルスレイは死んだと。で、同じ七星人のライラは何を思うっていうことなんですけども。
I understand Sorsley End is with the goddess now. What a pity.
He has been counted among the dead from the accident.
Keep spinning those lies and soon they shall be tied around your neck. Though in truth, I'm surprised they've not done so already.
誰だろうこの怪しげな踊
Are
り
you
子っ
not
て。
pleased, milady? Shall I inform Minister Edor?
Be my guest. Without me, all research grinds to a halt. My mind is without equal.
But of course, Minister, I was only teasing. Would it kill you to smile for once?
Be more aware of the words from your mouth. Remember,
移動さん
you are
の
not
駒。
but Edor's pawn.
Forgive me. Where are my manners? Now pray, return to your precious research. See that you complete it, for you know who.
ほうほう。なかなか挑戦的な感じの人ですね。
I know full well who it serves. We're all pawns in the end.
はい。はい、そうすると、次、メインストーリーは聖杯サイドの教皇のところですか。教皇宮、謁見の間。
So, Lord Serenoa, what shall you do now?
Well,
I shall speak plainly. The Holy One wishes to
支
aid
援して
House
くれるん
Wolford.
ですかね。
thank you, Your Holiness.
Your house is known throughout all Norzelia, and rightly so, given the vital land you control.
It would be quite the blow if Esfrost's aggressions spelled the end of your domain.
The Hierophant tells me a seat amongst the Saintly Seven shall
七
be
星人の座に
yours, should you desire it.
And I would not
教
hesitate to
皇って
accept
ね、
it
後ろにい
if
る
it
んで
meant
すかね。
securing peace for my people.
姿を現さないですけどね。
Then perhaps we can find common ground. The Hierophant, however, has a concern.
I would hear it.
The Roselle living in your
ロ
domain.
ーゼル族ですか。
They are descendants of the sinners who dwell at the
罪
source.
人たちの末裔。
That is their proper place. There they offer themselves to the goddess in the hopes they may one day
あ
atone
潮
for
の
their sins.
湖で
The Hierophant
過
longs to
酷に
see
労
them
働してるの
return to their
は
rightful
罪を
home.
償うっていうことを
You would have me surrender them to
意
you.
味していたんですか。
It is not my place to make demands. I am merely to deliver unto you the word of the Hierophant. And so I have done.
お、これでおしまい。まあ、ローゼル族連れてこいっていうことなんですかね。グリンブルク王国にかくまってるんですよね、ローゼル族を。
Serenoa, will you surrender the Roselle to Hyzant?
I don't know.
奥さんローゼル
As
族
you
だ
are
から。
doubtless aware, Lady Frederica, The vow of Lord
渡したくない
Simon
でしょうね。
himself binds us to protect them. Alas, our house is not what it once was.
Is that a reason to cast aside its honor? My father, as well, likely had a hand in orchestrating their protection.
Ah, my friends, I apologize that we once again meet under dire circumstances. You face a difficult choice, one I do not envy. Have you decided?
Not yet. We will, you can be sure.
They've got us by the small ones, and they know it. They made this request full aware of our history.
Lest you misunderstand, allow me to illuminate your position. You are not the noble hawks you think yourselves to be. You are vultures, feeding off the scraps of Sorceley's corpse.
You've got some nerve.
I speak from experience when I say that the title of Saint is not to be worn lightly. Are you prepared?
Prepared? For what?
Doubtless you are aching to break free of your fetters, to take wing and soar. To do that, blood must be spilled. The blood of enemy, friend, and self alike. Your freedom lies at the end of a trail of dead. If you are not prepared to make that journey, to endure that sacrifice, then cast aside your pretensions and grovel.
Grovel or bleed? Poor options both.
もうこれでおしまいですか。では10話はこれでおしまいのようです。ではこのチャンネルではですね、また続きのトライアングルストラテジーやっていきます。いいねやチャンネル登録いただけると大変励みになります。よろしくお願いします。では第11話でまたお会いしましょう。失礼します。